What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Sports Extra Uncut here today. No Joseph the Lawnmower, unfortunately, but hey, we got my man CJ here with me. Have a great time. As always, just chopping it up, talking about sports. I guess you could say in the barbershop. A lot of people
Hey,
do that.
barbershop, you're going to love this today, I promise.
Absolutely. Man, we have just been a very busy people here all throughout week. I mean, we just got back from New York on Sunday. And now we're leaving for St. Louis. Me and Joe and Rich are on Thursday morning for the Missouri Valley Conference. Shout out to the Indiana State basketball team. If you want to stay up to date with everything ISU sports with the basketball team and St. Louis MVC coverage, follow our Twitter at WZIS-FM. And while you're at it, you might as well just go check out all of the other great social media platforms that we're already on. Great content all around from
all
everyone
the time. You could hear about music. You could hear about anything on WZIS.
Facts.
Please come to us.
I didn't even pay him to say that. He already knows. He just knows, man. Man, before we get into everything, CJ, let me ask you, how are you? How you doing?
So we're doing a mental wellness check, and I'm doing good. It has been a pretty good week. We're maxing out for football, so
Okay.
I'm getting some good numbers in, and I'm excited for spring ball in about 2 weeks. So it's been pretty good.
So those are just like scrimmages, or is it actually like other schools play against you?
Oh, it's just scrimmages and spring ball. So basically the key to spring ball is just trying to evaluate each position and trying to learn like who should be playing for the fall next season. So
Okay.
it should be a pretty good season.
All right, right on. I can't wait to see everything. I mean, obviously, football didn't go the way we all wanted and hoped it to go last season. Hopefully that all turns around. 2023.
2023 is our year, baby.
Let's get it. Oh, man. So for today's episode, it's just going to be a little different format. Instead of talking about everything like going on in the world of sports, whether it be the NFL and the NBA, we're going to cut it a little short just because of how hectic it has been around here. We're going to do top 5 drafts. So me and CJ, the way we're going to do this, we're going to start out with NFL. We're going to take our top 5 quarterbacks, our top 5 running backs, and our top 5 wide receivers. And then once we get all that, we're going to let you guys decide who's better, whose draft's better, and then we're going to take our top 5 NBA players overall, make our godly starting 5.
You will enjoy this, I promise.
CJ, I think it's only fair to start out the format. I'm going to let you go first,
Okay.
and we're going to put out a poll on our Twitter to decide whose top 5 is better between
Okay.
all 4 of the drafts that are coming up. So for this one, it will be the NFL, and it'll be top 5 NFL quarterbacks. So I'm going to let you start out. Who is the number 1 overall pick, according to CJ?
The number 1 overall pick, according to me, should be Patrick Mahomes. Because honestly, it's pretty easy. He has the greatest Super Bowl win. I mean, he's just elite. He's a great quarterback. He's fast. He's strong. He has a great accuracy, and trust me, you need Patrick Mahomes on your team to win championships.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, the fact that how quick this man has came in since being drafted out of Texas Tech, sitting out a full season to absorb everything from the new league, learning everything behind, Alex Smith, and then just, finally getting to work that second season. He's just been a phenomenal talent. I mean, everyone knows the name Patrick Mahomes by now. I mean, he has been to 5 consistent AFC championship games. He's won 2 Super Bowls. He's been to 3 Super Bowls. I mean, this man is probably on course to go down as probably the GOAT. I mean,
honestly, it's so sad because Tom Brady didn't have his GOAT reign as long as everybody else. I mean, Jordan had 20 years. Babe Ruth had his time. Everybody have their time for their GOAT where, the next generation is like, yeah, that's the GOAT. That's the GOAT. But our next generation will start saying that Patrick Mahomes is the GOAT in probably like 5 years. I mean, I'm already saying it is hot takes, but, I just like making hot takes if you guys haven't noticed yet.
Oh, already. I mean, obviously. I mean, easily, Tom Brady, without a doubt, right now is the GOAT. But realistically, if we're talking years and seasons on how much longer Pat Mahomes has to go, without even talking about all the accolades and accomplishments he has to go for to get to that GOAT status, which he already pretty much is at right now, I'd say give him 5 more years, and then we'll pretty much already have our answer.
Honestly, I would say 3.
He
wins 2
Super
Super
I thought
Bowls.
5 was low.
He wins 2 more Super Bowls in these last 3 years, which he can because his contract is fitted so perfect around the Kansas City Chiefs scheme that they can bring in some talent that they're not broke. Travis Kelce is there for the long run. Isaiah, you see how good he played, and he's on a rookie contract. So they're going to have some guys to come in. I mean, Juju was on a 1 year, so that frees up space. Yeah, he'll come back for probably a veteran minimum. That gives space. So I think that they have the possibility to go back to back. And if now you're talking about 6 straight AFC championships, you're talking about 3 Super Bowls, and we also got to talk about his just talent as a quarterback on the field. I think we have to go Patrick Mahomes as the GOAT in the next 3 years.
I mean, without a doubt. Just give all the credit to him because he is so fun to watch. I mean,
yeah.
I don't want to play Patrick Mahomes, but man, shout out to Kansas City Chiefs fans. They are definitely enjoying the time in the sun.
Would love to play next to Patrick Mahomes. I just feel like he has great reads. I feel like as a running back, you just sit there and just marvel at what he does.
Oh, easily. All right, well, since Pat Mahomes was the number 1 pick, I mean, obviously he wasn't even on my board to go and consider such a thing. I really have 2 options here, and I think I'm going to take the one that I personally believe has a better career that in the future will outplay. It's either going to come down to Josh Allen or Joe Burrow. I personally will take Joe Burrow.
Oh, I was going to take him second. Dang it.
Now, here's my reasoning. Josh Allen, give him all the credit. He has definitely elevated himself from where he was 2 years ago. He has a great team all around him. The unfortunate side of things is just players can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, he has weapons. I mean, the coach believes in him. But I just don't know if the Bills as a whole will be able to take that next step besides just Josh Allen, because we've seen him put up MVP numbers. I mean, he had one of the better beginnings of the season, but I just feel like it kind of regressed just a little bit.
I think after week 9, it just wasn't the same Josh Allen. He wasn't as explosive. I feel like he wasn't making big enough plays. And honestly, when you have a guy like Stephon Diggs as your number 1 receiver, knowing the type of personality he has, you have to give him the rock. You have to give him opportunities. I mean, Stephon Diggs isn't like a bad player mentality-wise. He just wants the ball because he wants to win. And you have to be able to deal with guys like him, OBJ, Steve Smith Sr., guys that play with a lot of edge. That it's not to like ruin your team, but they
Randy
just play
Moss.
with it. Yeah, Randy Moss even. They just play with a lot of edge. So like I think Josh Allen has to learn how to be comfortable in his skin so that he will be able to play with Diggs so much better. And I think that they have the opportunity to be really good in the future.
They already have such a great relationship because like
Off
Diggs
the field,
and
yeah.
Allen, they're like brothers in a sense. But talking more about Joe, with how the Bengals going back to that draft class where they had the chance to either take an O-lineman or Chase, perfect choice.
Perfect.
Jamar Chase was the 110% correct answer there.
I think that you can't just build that relationship that Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase has. Like Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow have the relationship like not even brother to father, but more like brother and brother. Like they like the same age in my opinion because they play just so smooth together. I mean, since LSU, Jamar Chase was a sophomore and yes, Joe Burrow was a senior when they got connected. But like a lot of people don't realize all those reps in spring ball and all those reps in fall camp and all those reps when Joe Burrow was trying to earn a spot when he first transferred in. Like, all the build, the chemistry, like, they know where each other's going to be at. And that's why I think that they're so dominant in the NFL because they have learned each other for these last 3 to 4 years. So now when they play against a team, they know that Jamar Chase likes to fade ball off his back shoulder. Oh, Jamar Chase knows that Joe Burrow likes to throw it at my left hip. So it's just the little details and the little small things that make them so much more better than the other duels in the league.
Now, CJ, I already kind of threw it out there, but if you don't take Josh Allen, I just want to know who is your round 2 pick 1 choice?
A lot of people are going to be surprised by this because he's so old, but my number 2 choice will be Aaron Rodgers.
Wow.
That
is not where I thought you were going with that.
I think that Aaron Rodgers is still probably the best quarterback in today's NFL. I mean, look at what he did without Devontae Adams. He still had a career year. He still played pretty good.
To be fair, it took him a minute to get there.
It did. Don't get me wrong. But his number 1 receiver was a guy from this conference. So let's not forget that he didn't have, like, the guys from Alabama. Or he didn't have, like, huge guys to come from. He was playing with a rookie, Lazard, and Tanya, really, Indiana State alum. Shout out him.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, honestly, he just was so smooth. He was so efficient. And Aaron Rodgers has the best mechanics in the NFL. Aaron Rodgers is what Patrick Mahomes learned from him. I feel like Aaron Rodgers was the reason that Patrick Mahomes could run. Aaron Rodgers had to walk so Patrick Mahomes could run. So because of that,
I get that.
Because of that, I feel like Aaron Rodgers is still good. And if he goes to Las Vegas Raiders, I will put money that they will win the Super Bowl next year.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of
Darren Waller, Josh Jacobs, Devontae Adams,
where do you get back?
Hunter Renfrow. Yeah.
It's a nice group. I'll give it to him.
Yeah, it's that time.
I think he has to realize that, and I hope he did after those long days in a dark room, the retreat he had.
That is amazing. Like, not to get off this topic, but like, man, you pay that much money to just sit in a dark room. That is amazing.
He'll make money. They do it to him.
I wonder, like, the experience. Like, how was that? Wow.
I really hope he opens up.
I hope so,
I think
too.
he was on Pat McAfee's podcast like a week or two ago, and he was like describing it, but I don't think he's been back like to talk about his experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because he just started. He just got in it, right?
He's done now.
Okay. I could have sworn he just got in it. But, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but the fact of the matter is with Aaron Rodgers, it is time. I believe the Packers, he's done so much for them, and they really haven't given him much back.
Yeah.
I mean, you can love something for so much, and you'd expect the same equal pay, same equal amount of love and respect and admiration right back to you. And the fans will give that 110%, but I don't think the front office will. And they've kind of proven that over the recent years, drafting your replacement 3 years ago, and he hasn't even sniffed the field
at all because he has played 2 MVP type seasons. So you take Jordan Love. Don't get me wrong, Jordan Love will be good in the future, but you take Jordan Love over guys that you could have took like T. Higgins, you could have took CeeDee Lamb, like you could have took a lot of guys,
a lot of names,
a lot of big name receivers.
I don't think they could
now.
have got CeeDee. I think CeeDee was taken earlier.
No, because they had the 10th pick. Remember, because everybody thought that they was either gonna go safety or they was only going to go receiver. And they shocked the whole world with going QB.
I thought Love was like a late first round.
No, he was early. So because of that, man, I just feel like Aaron Rodgers, after that day, I feel like he knows that it's about that time to get up out of there. So, just do Jeopardy, whichever one he likes.
Exactly.
He was really good on Jeopardy.
I know, dude.
I watched Jeopardy. He was really good.
We have Jeopardy like in the background sometimes at the station here just for like something to be on the round. Oh man, it's fun to watch it. I've never seen him pop up though. Not yet.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is really good. Yeah.
Well, I mean, now I kind of have a good understanding of where I'm gonna go, but now I'm gonna have. Honestly, I kind of was hoping you would take Josh Allen because now I feel like I'd be dumb to not take him, but I'm not going to. I'm taking Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
I love Jalen Hurts. I think Jalen Hurts opens up the field so much more than what Josh Allen does. Now, don't get me wrong. Josh Allen definitely does his thing. But I think with Jalen Hurts and how well he's progressed since he's coming into the league, taking over for Carson Wentz, finally, this was his year. He's got Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown.
Skinny Batman, big Batman.
Oh, I mean, just without a doubt. The defense as well. I mean, this Eagles team was pretty much set to win that Super Bowl, but they just didn't get the job done.
And that happens. I mean, they had a great roster, but when you playing like my first overall pick, Patrick Mahomes, it don't matter who's on your team. He's going to find a way to win. And because of that, Jalen Hurts was just put in a bad predicament. Mm-hmm. But he will be a future MVP in this league, and he will be a Super Bowl champion.
He won.
I think so. 100%.
I promise you.
100%. So now, wow, you took Jalen Hurts. That was going to be my next choice because I thought you was going Josh Allen. But
I figured you would have took Josh.
I'm sorry, Josh. You're not getting picked up again.
What?
I'm going Justin Herbert.
Good choice. That was gonna be my next. Okay.
Justin Herbert is the future. He fits all the boxes. 6'7", runs a 4.4, and can throw a beautiful spiral. I mean, textbook. When you watch Justin Herbert play, that is what you want to catch the ball from. He's smart. I mean, he went to Oregon, and Oregon didn't have a lot of pieces around him, and he still had a great college career. He plays in San Diego right now. I mean, LA. And he's pretty good. I think that he hasn't had the help that he needs. I mean, Keenan Allen is at the end of his career, in my opinion. I don't think he's a number one no more. I believe that he's like a number 3, 2 on a goodish team. But we're pushing 2. We're pushing. Yeah, but I say 3 on a good team.
I think Justin Herbert definitely showed a lot this year.
He showed a lot. Like, he's accurate.
So much improvement.
He's a winner. And I think that when you get the right pieces around him, I mean, he's going to be dominant. And I think that he's better than Josh Allen. I think that Josh Allen, in my opinion, this might be a hot take, but that's what we're here for, and that's what you guys listening for. I think that Josh Allen is going to hit his peak of his career next year. I think that Justin Herbert has so much more to go. And the reason I say that is because Josh Allen has his pieces around him already. I mean, look at his roster. Gabe Davis is a really good receiver. Diggs is a really good receiver. I mean, his defense was a really good defense.
When healthy.
They
lost Von Miller.
Offensive line,
really
that was very tough.
Season.
Offensive line is really good. I mean, what else can a quarterback need? Now, look at Justin Herbert's situation. He got a hurt receiver all the time. Mike Williams is a great.
He's kind of the one now.
He's a 1, but, like, think about it. He's not, like, a real 1 on a great team. He's not a 2 on a great team. He's just a deep ball threat. He doesn't get separation from his routes. So, like, at the end of the day, like, Justin Herbert hasn't had the pieces around him to be dominant, and look at what he's doing now. So imagine when you put the pieces around him, when you go get him a Devontae Adams, when you go get him a A.J. Brown. I think that Justin Herbert is the future, you guys, and you heard it here first. AFC West is going to be tough.
That's what everyone was saying last year. And look where they got us.
I know. The Raiders,
Raiders and Broncos.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Don't let Russ cook.
Oh, man.
Don't let Russ cook.
I will now take Josh Allen because I feel like it'd be very – I mean, Josh Allen slipping to the third is a steal in my opinion. I mean, he's a top 2 quarterback on a good day, and I got him at 6. Josh Allen, don't let CJ discourage you. I think you're a great
I'm sorry,
quarterback.
Josh.
I think you're going to be amazing. I think he will get a Super Bowl. I think Buffalo will finally get that, long overdue Super Bowl.
You think so? When?
I think it'll happen. If it don't happen in the next 3 years, don't expect it after that.
Okay.
That's what I'll say. I think with the Bills as a whole, and I've been really, just thinking about this, I think the issue is not with the offense. It's not with the players. It's Sean McDermott. Now, hear me out. Hey, let me cook real quick.
All right, let Coby cook.
I think Sean McDermott is just obviously a defensive-minded head coach. Yeah. And if you look around the league, what the top quarterbacks that we just mentioned all have off. I don't even have to say anymore. I think they got to get him out of there. He has brought them back to relevancy. He's drafted well. He's brought people, trading people here. I think it's just not the good fit to win. You can be good enough to get to the dance, but how long are you be on the dance floor?
Exactly.
Write that quote down.
I love it. That's a really good take, Cole. And the reason I say that is because, man, a lot of people would be like, firing McDermott is crazy, but, like, you really broke it down to the instance that all these quarterbacks have quarterback-minded coaches. You can't keep putting Josh Allen in their predicaments in AFC championships and divisional rounds, and he just doesn't have the firepower. His coach is not telling him how to play quarterback. His coach is worried about his defense, and you just putting all this pressure on Josh Allen, and you see each year they get folded because they can't score in the postseason. So, I mean, that's not a bad take. That's really not a bad take. No. Sean McDermott might have to get up out of there.
I agree.
Which sounds crazy for me to say after him winning the division 2 years in a row. But
hey,
if you want to win championships,
if there's nothing happening, don't be surprised. You heard it here first. All right, 4th overall for the
fourth overall pick. I'm going to go with that boy from Florida. That boy that was an MVP candidate, won the MVP. Was on the cover of Madden.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all know who I'm talking about. Him in the flesh, Lamar Jackson.
I get that. No, it's
Action Jackson.
When he's healthy,
he
scary.
Is a top 2 quarterback. And let me explain why he even dropped this low. I was thinking about taking him higher, but like these other quarterbacks in 2022, I couldn't have let that slide. But Lamar Jackson is another player that has not had any help since he's been in the NFL. His number 1 receiver, viewers, you probably won't even know his name. His second receiver was on I Am Athlete 2 weeks ago. He was a 36-year-old looking for a job, Deshaun Jackson. His third receiver was a 6th-round pick, Miles Boykin. Like, come on, get this man some help, please.
I just don't understand what is so wrong with the issue, because there's no wide receiver one on that team. I mean, J.K. Dobbins, he was hurt half the season. When he came back, I mean, they were pretty good. But there's just, I mean, you can only go so far with Mark Andrews.
Yeah, Mark Andrews is your number one target. And don't get me wrong, Mark Andrews is a really good tight end. But can we make the statement that he's not even a top 3 tight end? Can we make that?
You got to really pull for that one, because I could see top 2 maybe, but top, yeah, you dropped your phone. Fumble.
Fumble to play.
I don't know, man.
Obviously,
it's going to be Kelsey at 1, but who would really...
Kittle is definitely better than Mark Andrews. Come on. Definitely. He's a better blocker. But he's a better catcher.
If he's not top 3, then who's 3? Because that would be the one I would give it to.
Darren Waller.
No. Absolutely not.
Let me explain why.
You really got to cook something up.
Darren Waller is a wide receiver thrown in a tight end's body. He has the hands. He's 6'5". He can 4'4" type of guy. He creates so much separation. And when he's healthy, now I'm not saying he's healthy all the time. That's why Mark Andrews is number 3. But when he's healthy, I mean, he's unguardable on the field. I mean, look at his first 6 games of his 2021 season. I think he had 1,000 yards. He was like the number 1 receiver and out of all receivers, and he played tight end. So think about it, man. I don't know. I might not be hitting with this one. I might not be cooking with this one, but hey. Darren
I think
Wallen.
you're still at the grocery store.
Darren Wallen is definitely a top 3 tight end in my opinion.
I just don't think you can really dispute. Darren Wallen's a great tight end, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like Mark Andrews, just the consistency of the 1,000-yard seasons. I mean, I guess it might help when the other people around him aren't the best wide receivers.
I mean, when you get 10 targets a game, I would hope you get 100 yards.
Darren Waller's playing with Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that matters.
Hunter Renfrow. I mean, and let's not forget that we're going to talk about this like 20 minutes more, but Josh Jacobs is on his team too. So they actually run the ball.
I don't know if he even wants to go back.
So, I mean, he might not be statistically a 3rd tight end, but like, let's give him the option. Don't let him just not cook. Darren Wallen is top
I'm
3.
cooking now. I'm going Trevor Lawrence.
Alrighty. You lost me.
No.
you lost me.
You can't say that. This man stepped his game up. Doug Peterson.
Did we not forget the wild card game? Did we not forget that?
What about the
4 picks in the first half?
Hey,
he should have been benched.
Hey, he
should have been benched.
Your guy.
You would have benched him if he was playing Madden. If somebody throws 4 picks, he's getting benched on Madden.
He came back and won. That's that mentality.
That's not a mentality. He
didn't give up. Trevor Lawrence.
After 4 picks, he should have gave up.
Trevor Lawrence, you are a great quarterback. Don't let him do this. He stepped it up so much. Doug Peterson helped this man out. And now you're going to throw in the mix of, what's that man's name from Atlanta? The wide receiver who got in trouble for betting.
Calvin
Ridley and Trevor Lawrence. That's just nasty, man. That's great.
Okay, Trevor is going to get some pieces around him.
ETN's going to be healthy. Watch out. Defense is improving.
I'm glad you said improving. It's
the
not
Jacksonville Jaguars are going to be the team to beat in the AFC South. Sorry, Colts fans. It's just going to happen.
Yeah, Colts fans, I think you guys should wrap it up for next year, too. You guys might as well just wrap it up for next year, too.
I get that.
Titans, I mean, Derrick Henry, he's aging, so you guys got to start drafting better. Malik Willis did not look good in his 3 games started.
Titans are.
He did not look good.
Questionable releases recently.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. So, I mean, hey, you Colts fans might have the opportunity to cook, but that's beyond the point. So, for my last pick.
For the quarterbacks.
Me, C. Coop, I will be going with, which is a crazy statement because he didn't play that much this year, Deshaun Watson.
Oh, wow. That's absurd. That's crazy, man.
Deshaun.
When he did play, he was awful.
Okay, let me explain why I'm going with Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson, when he was on Houston, literally had no weapons besides D-Hop.
No weapons. Just the number one receiver.
Okay. He had D-Hop, but D-Hop doesn't create separation. So let's see what Kyler Murray did with D-Hop. Absolutely nothing, because D-Hops need the ball placed beautiful so that he can jump over people and that he can make great catches, but he doesn't have any separation. So it's very hard for him to cook and succeed because of that. So that's what makes Deshaun Watson so relevant, because he's fast, he's quick, he's a winner. I mean, look at what he did at Clemson. I could argue that he's the greatest Clemson quarterback of all time at Trevor Lawrence.
Okay.
Besides that, he's just a winner. He knows how to play the game. He has a beautiful ball. He's very accurate. And yes, he didn't have the greatest year this year because his situation and his circumstances, so he couldn't really play that much this year. But you give him this offseason where he's going to have the same type of guys. You're going to have Nick Chubb behind him, Amari Cooper. You're going to have a lot of new receivers coming in. Austin Hooper. I think
you're making a good case.
This guy is going to play really, really good next year. I think that you give him a running game. He's never had a running game in Houston. So he's not a lot of defenses not going to just play cover 2, cover 3, cover 4 to automatically give up the pass. They're not going to automatically give up the run now. They actually have to put 7 in the box, 8 in the box, because they have that beast Nick Chubb behind them. So I think that he's going to play brilliant. And when I said it here, what's today, February 28th?
Yeah.
When I said it February 28th that Deshaun Watson is the top 5 quarterback next year, don't look at me crazy when I come back. I'm just saying. Deshaun Watson, you heard it here first.
All right. I'll remember that receipt.
Receipt it. Stamp it.
All right. Now, my pick might be a little crazy to some people because, there's many options I can go with. I could go with, Geno Smith.
Okay, that's not bad for this year.
I could go maybe Kirk. I don't like Kirk. I've always said that. I've never been a Kirk fan.
Kirk, no.
Kyler Murray's another great option. And, for example, this one would probably, if he stays healthy, Tua. I think he could be a top 5 quarterback or a top 10 quarterback.
Top 10.
But my pick,
maybe 15.
I'm rolling, or even Justin Fields.
I was thinking Justin.
I
really wanted to go Justin 5th pick, but I felt like that was very biased because everybody knows I'm a Bears fan. And yeah, I felt like that would have been
It came down to really these two. It was Fields or my actual pick. And now I know he's had trouble. He was hurt this year. The playoff success isn't there yet. I'm going Dak Prescott.
Yeah, when is this show over?
Whatever, man.
I think I'm out of here.
I love Dak's story. I love how Dak, is just a true leader. Okay. And a lot of quarterbacks cannot do that.
I love where you're about to go with this, but we have to stop this narrative. I mean, we have to stop evaluating players off of their off-the-field issues and evaluate them straight on football. You cannot sit up here and say Dak Prescott is a top 10 quarterback today. I mean, look at the weapons he had around him. He has not done anything in the playoffs. And don't get me wrong, I love Dak's story too. That's why I had to cut you off, because you was going to try to make the audience have a little sad moment. Like, oh, well, you know what? He could be in my top 10. No, guys. No, guys.
I had to cut y'all
off. I had to cut y'all off because I wasn't going to let Coby do this.
Well, he's
very
top
good.
12, though.
He's very good at persuading
people. He
people.
definitely took a step back, I would say. And the playoff success was very sad. But you got to say, he was dominant. Maybe it was part of the defense as well, but him specifically towards the later end of the season, racking up the number of points that
he is a stat sheet stuffer. And when is people going to realize that Dak Prescott can throw for 4,000 yards, 43 touchdowns, but he's going to also have 30 interceptions? He led the league in interceptions, and we're talking about top 10 guys. Come on. Coby, lock in.
I know. I know exactly what you're trying to say.
Come on. When you have CD on one side, Michael Gallup on another side, Tony Pollard in your backfield, Zeke in your backfield, I mean, I would hope that you throw some touchdowns.
I get that.
So, I mean, you should have went with Justin. I wouldn't have went at you this hard if you went with Justin. Free Justin Fields, man. Get us some receivers. Chase Claypool, you up next.
Oh, gosh. Ugh. I think for the next 2 football rounds, we're just going to do 3 picks.
Okay.
Top 3 top 3 NFL running back, top 3 wide receivers, and then we'll do our starting 5
Got you.
For an NBA team. Just top 5 players. Doesn't have to be a starting 5. But for top 3 running backs, I'll throw it to you again. I'm just going to let you keep on picking.
Okay.
I'm going to let you take the running back because either way, I'm pretty chilling over here.
Okay, so
or top 3, yeah.
My first running back I would select. This might be a biased statement because I've been watching him since high school. I've been watching him since high school. I've been watching his career at college.
I hope you make the right choice.
He's
'Cause you'll be doomed if you don't.
he's been injured recently, last year, but he made his team so much dominant this year. My first pick will be Saquon Barkley.
Oh, okay.
No,
that's a good pick.
Penn State. He was a legend, man. He was when you run a play running back. So I watch highlights of him like every day in class. Like after I'm done, absolutely with class, guys, I watch highlights of him all the time because like he shows elusiveness, he shows quickness, he shows first step, he shows reading the hole, he shows vision. Like that's all a running back needs, and he's just a leader. Like he doesn't have a number one receiver, doesn't have a number one quarterback, and he took that team to the playoffs.
Oh, but he wants to get paid like a number one quarterback.
He should pay that man. Pay that
Daniel
man.
Jones, $45 million. You're paying it?
No, I'm not paying Daniel Jones. I thought you were talking about Saquon because he's on his free agency contract.
He
too.
deserves to get paid.
He needs to get paid, but yeah, I'm going number one Saquon Barkley.
I get that. No. I get that. I think, man, that's a good pick because I feel like you got to look at a running back that can do it all.
Yeah,
and Saquon Barkley
literally checks every box.
He does really, but I don't think he checks more boxes than my pick,
which is
Christian McCaffrey. When healthy,
that's not bad.
This man is just absolutely tearing it up, man. I mean, I don't know if it's the offense because the Panthers weren't using him the right way, but the 49ers said, ooh, give me that. I mean, just throwing him out there, and he can do literally anything you want for him.
Yeah.
And he'll do it. Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, Christian McCaffrey is another guy that's just amazing. I mean, him playing at Stanford, him being just dominant. He's a running back that you need to watch as well, but I can't give him a number 2 running back because his injury history. I mean, you have to be on the field to show that you're a number 2 running back. And that's going to lead into this pick. My second pick is Nick Chubb.
Good choice.
When does he get hurt? When have you
seen
Nick Chubb hurt?
He doesn't. I promise you. This man
Nick Chubb
built in a lab somewhere.
Built in a lab. 5'10", 225. Built like, man, a Mustang. A Mustang.
It's so crazy because like I'm
fast.
I see all these players like I can't just go. I don't want to go off last season because Josh Jacobs is a great running back, but I wouldn't personally take him in my top 3. And Austin Eckler's a fantasy demon.
I wouldn't take him top 3 either.
But I can't be dumb. I gotta take Derrick Henry.
Okay.
I gotta take Derrick Henry.
I mean, Derrick Henry literally leads an organization. Like
I promise you.
You have to take Derrick Henry top 2. You have to. Like, it would be disrespectful to the running back class if you didn't take Derrick Henry top 2. So, I love your pick, Coby. Like, that was a really good pick.
Thank you.
But my third pick, which you're going to love even more, you might just jump up in excitement, Alvin Kamara.
I love it. I wouldn't have taken him, to be honest.
The reason why I'm taking Alvin Kamara is because his hands out the backfield is receiver. Like, you could use him all over the field. He's explosive. He's quick. He can pass block. And I think when I'm taking these guys, I'm taking guys that you can learn from. Like Derrick Henry, a lot of running backs out there watching is not going to learn from Derrick Henry because of just his massive size and just the way he moves. I mean, you could learn off his stiff arm to a degree.
True.
But you're not going to learn as much from Derrick Henry as you learn from a guy like Alvin Kamara. Like Alvin Kamara, like me and Coby was talking in the lab out of this class, and I was like, Coby, you know that me and Alvin Kamara are literally the same size, and you're not that much smaller than me. Like
it blew my mind. It did blow my mind.
Like it's like Alvin Kamara is like a normal human walking by. Like he's not huge, he's not swole, like. He just is a football player, and I think that you can learn off of guys like him. Compared to if Derrick Henry walked in WZIS, you'll be like, "Oh my goodness, that's Derrick Henry."
Who let this man in here?
Who let this man in here? So I think that's why I'm picking the guys that I'm picking because they're easy to learn from. And me being a running back, I watch these guys repetitively, and I know that, like, man, these dudes, that's who you want to learn from.
Now, this might be a hot take, but like with Alvin Kamara, there's just something. He'll never really be considered a top 3 running back. And the unfortunate side of things is because that's not what he's used for.
Yeah.
He is used specifically for both. And that's why I've always thought maybe one day we'll get to the point where they'll be considered flex instead of just wide receivers and running backs, but it'll never happen.
Nah, they're not going to put flex in the Pro Bowl.
Exactly.
I get exactly what you're saying, though.
Alvin Kamara, I love the pick, but he'll never be for what he's meant to do is just run the ball.
I get exactly where you're coming from.
Now comes the tough part with me, because I got a lot of options, and I feel like I'd be dumb if I didn't take one of these 3. I mean, even 4 really, because Dalvin Cook's a good one.
Yeah, he's amazing.
I mean, I got Josh Jacobs, I got Austin Eckler, I got Jonathan Taylor. When he's healthy, it's insane.
Jonathan Taylor's Wisconsin career was amazing, but him in NFL, I mean, last year he had a great season, but I just feel like he can't sustain that because of just his not only the way he plays, but because the Colts, I don't think is gonna put enough pieces around him so that he doesn't have to carry each and every game. I mean,
I get that.
You got Nick Foles as your quarterback, or you have Matt Ryan. You're not giving, or Carson Wentz. You're not giving him the chance where defense is not putting 8 and 9 in a box. Your number one receiver is Michael Pittman Jr. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's not a bad player, but he's not a number one receiver on a good team. He's not a number 2 receiver on the Super Bowl team. So you're putting these guys around him that are average and expecting a great scenario. And that's tough for Jonathan Taylor. So I hope that the Colts put some pieces around him so that he can really begin to cook. But I love Jonathan Taylor's game.
Absolutely. I'm not going to take him, unfortunately. I think just to be smart here, I'll take Josh Jacobs.
Okay.
I'm going to take a flyer on Josh just because I definitely have seen him and just the way that he can just automatically just shift from one direction to the other. I mean, he is another guy who's improved and taken another step because he got his 5th-year option declined, and he arguably was the best running back in football this year. Raiders are looking pretty dumb right now.
Yeah.
They better figure it out
fast because you could have got him for the cheap, but now you got to pay up.
I mean, I think he wants to be there. I mean, you got one of the best wide receivers in the league. 3 years ago, the guy in the league, wide receiver wise. Your quarterback just kind of fell out of flavor, fell out of love with the organization. Organization didn't really want him to keep there, so they're gonna figure it out.
And honestly, I feel like since he brought that boy Devontae with him, Aaron Rodgers is on the way. And if you could have Aaron Rodgers, Josh Jacobs, Hunter Renfrow,
it'd be pretty smart if he went there. Darren Waller, very solid O-line, the defensive line. Shout out Max Crosby. Team. He's underrated.
Very underrated.
Doesn't get to talk enough.
That's what we need to talk about. He's a top 3 DN. He's very underrated, man.
He's scary to play against. I'll say
very.
That. Any running back, quarterback even.
Yeah, seeing him off the edge, knowing you got to block him, chip block him, makes you think at night. Dang, I hope my O-line, I hope my tackle played great tonight. I hope my tackle watched film.
All right, CJ, I'm going to let you take this one.
Again? No, let me stop being the first pick. I want to stop cooking. I mean, I've been cooking up these great lineups, man.
Whatever.
I want to give you an opportunity to do something.
If you give me the wide receiver, I'm taking top 5 in the NBA first. Then.
Okay. Yeah. I'll give you the opportunity.
Fair.
I'll give you the opportunity. I'll let you cook.
Bet. I got to go Justin Jefferson. It's
number 1?
It's too easy. It's just way too easy.
I like that pick.
I mean,
I like it a lot.
I just don't know why you wouldn't take Justin Jefferson.
I like it a lot because of his image and how he has inspired the kids today. But talent-wise, I don't know, man. Number 1, I'm got to go Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams.
This isn't 2019.
No, 2023. Devontae Adams,
no, man.
Derek Carr was selling him. Derek Carr sold him a lot this year, and sold means messing up. If you guys don't know, that's my lingo. I'm sorry, I put that in there.
I get that.
But yeah, Derek Carr was missing him on a lot of throws, and because Devontae Adams, he's smooth. He's the best route runner in the game, hands down. He's smooth. He's efficient. His hips are fluid. I mean, every DB in the world does not want to go against Devontae Adams because he plays at his own pace. He's equivalent to Luka in NBA because they just play at their own pace. They don't look fast. I mean, Devontae ran a 4.6, so it's not nothing blazing by you. But when you go up against him, you know it's going to be a long night. So Devontae Adams will be number 1 for me.
I just don't think Devontae Adams, personally for me, would really fit the category of the best wide receiver. Now, obviously, you can't be a wide receiver without a quarterback. So maybe that changes up this year depending on who they get, whether it be Aaron Rodgers or maybe, Jimmy Garoppolo or some like a rookie CJ Stroud. I don't know what they're thinking.
CJ Stroud might cook with him. Yeah.
I think you just threw me an oop. Like, you just gave me the easiest one.
You about to go Jamar Chase, ain't you?
Absolutely.
Ah!
That's insane. You just gave me Jamar Chase, dude. I mean, those two together, can you imagine being a defensive back?
I would hate that.
Just
It'll be LSU
in the
part
DB
two.
room. You would not know. You would freak out. You'd probably have panic attacks
Yeah.
being in that locker room trying to figure out how to guard both Jefferson and Chase on a weekly basis.
Man, because just like Jamar Chase is so smooth too. He's strong. He's stocky. He built like a running back, honestly.
He is.
And he's just like, man, he's quick. He catches everything. I literally wanted Jamar Chase at number 1. But, like, I just felt like it was disrespectful to Devontae Adams, how great he is. I couldn't just sit there and be like, man, I'm going to pass you up. And it might be my fault. But,
Who's your second pick then?
My second pick.
Dude, if you give me this third guy, you're done for.
I'm done for? I don't know. My second pick, I'm going to go Tyreek Hill.
I don't know. I don't think that was a good pick. I think you gave me too much room.
Reason why I'm going Tyreek Hill is because his speed is stunning.
I get that. No, I understand.
He's don't have the greatest hands. He body catches a lot of stuff. But besides that, he's just smooth. He's efficient. And I think that he makes the quarterback. I mean, besides Patrick Mahomes, Patrick Mahomes is a legend. But, look at Tua. Tua underthrown a lot of balls this year. A lot of balls. And he had statistically one of his best years this year. So, I think it's that time to give Tyreek Hill his respect. I think he's a top 4 receiver.
I get what you're trying to go with here.
And I think when we're done with this and we could go against our offenses, I think that my offense is going to be the best after I do this last pick.
Bro, it's just insane because I'm looking at all these ages for wide receivers. Jamar Chase is only 22.
Yes.
Like Justin Jefferson, he's only 23, man.
Oh, these dudes are not old at all.
They have great years ahead of them. Now, I have before I make any pick, shout out. Honorable mention has to go to Michael Thomas. Because when this dude is healthy.
Stop.
No,
Stop.
I promise.
Here come the Saints bias.
He's been hurt for 3 years, man.
3 years. Listen to what you just said.
I'm sorry. It's not my fault. It's not my decision. I want him to be healthy. He was in the conversation to be top 3 wide receiver. He was probably number 1 at one point over Adams, and I promise you.
Here we go.
But I'm going to have to take. Man, this one's really tough. There's a lot of good options. I'm not going to take Stephon Diggs. Personally, I don't really like the way he plays football.
Why?
I'm just not
Explain
a
it.
fan.
Explain
I'm not
it.
a fan
Explain
of
it.
Diggs. Explaining the fact, I just don't know. I get Diggs as a wide receiver 1, but he's had really good help around him all year. Like every time he goes somewhere. He had Thielen at one point. Now he has Gabe Davis, which, he draws the attention, sure, which opens the field up for Davis, but also Josh Allen. I will not take him.
Okay.
Because I'm going to either get – there's 2 really good guys I'm going to go. But I think –
Can I take a guess?
Who would you be? Who are the 2 I'm thinking of right now?
Cooper Kupp and the 2, and A.J. Brown.
Those are exactly the 2 I'm thinking. I'm taking Cooper Kupp.
I wanted Cooper at 3. I was hoping you was not – I was hoping that.
Cooper Kupp has definitely just opened the door for a lot of receivers. Going back to when he was with Jared Goff and then 1 year with Matt Stafford, and unfortunately last year I think they want to forget about that one. He was hurt.
Yeah.
We get that. But he is so elusive, and he could just beat any DB from the jump, man.
Yeah.
I think Cooper has one of the best hands in the league as well.
Yeah, he does. He's a
love
great
the
route
way he
runner.
plays.
Cooper Kupp is another guy you need to watch. Like, as a young receiver coming up, Cooper Kupp is the guy you want to watch. Not crazy fast. Went to FCS.
Yeah.
His story is beautiful, actually. Like, his girlfriend paid 2 years of his college tuition because he just didn't have the money for it because he was a walk-on. So, his story is just brilliant.
That's crazy.
And I think that, man, watching Cooper Kupp play gives a lot of kids motivation. So, I would love that pick. That was a great pick.
Thank you.
But my third one, I want Stephon, but like I get exactly where he's going because he has had a lot of help. But like in the offensive scheme, I gotta go Stephon Diggs. I mean,
Okay.
Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs, and then you put Tyreek Hill in my slot. I mean, my offense looks like it can cook up 60 points a game. So, I mean, Stephon Diggs is one of the best route runners in the league, if not the best. His hands is amazing. Great work ethic. Great mentality. He comes to work every day. He sometimes complains about not getting the ball, but that's just that hard worker's mentality. And I think that he's going to be a great receiver next year. And Stephon is that guy. We need to start putting respect on his name. He's that guy.
All right. I respect it. I mean, I like Diggs. It kind of hurts to not see A.J. Brown get taken, but he would have been the next pick without a doubt. Without a doubt. I think he is on the brink of top 5. But, I mean, you can interchange a lot of players.
Yeah, but I just think that right now he's just not as talented as the 6 guys we just named, like talent-wise. But he's definitely on the way.
Oh, he is.
Definitely.
I think he'll be there next year. I mean, did you see the way he played in that Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I mean, he's
dominant.
He's a dog. He's a dog. Okay. Now I'm gonna let you pick this one. I'm gonna give you this. You have 2 options for the NBA. You can either have us draft in the format of top 5 players, or we can do our individual starting lineups.
I gotta go starting lineups because I think that they'll take more talent than just to go like 5 best players. Because if we go just 5 best players, you're gonna say a lot of similar names.
Very true. Very true. All right, so I'm guessing I get the first pick.
Yes, at point guard.
Ooh. Oh, we gotta go point guard.
I was thinking that we was going point guard, shooting guard.
Oh, we could take any
forward.
position.
Oh, any position.
Any position we want.
Okay.
Any player we want. It just has to. You're not gonna play Curry at the center, obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
You just have to make it work. Oh man, this one's a little tough. I know you're gonna take LeBron.
At 1, definitely.
He'll take LeBron. I'll give him LeBron because there's no way I'm passing up on Giannis.
Okay.
I'll take Giannis.
Okay. So my second pick is gonna be Jokic, because
You didn't take Braun?
no, I said, oh, you went first, so you already gave me Braun, so I was thinking 2 already.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I'm 1.
Okay, my
you,
bad.
You
Killer.
agreed.
My bad, big dog. I did
back.
agree. Okay, so then I'm gonna take LeBron James from Akron, Ohio.
Now I feel like I should take Jokic.
Don't take a Jokic. Don't be that guy.
Nah, I already had it in my head. Giannis with Luka.
That's not bad.
That's a nasty starting 5.
That's not bad at all.
Or starting just 2 punch right there.
Giannis and Luka. Yeah.
I love that one. And you wanted to go.
After you saying that, I'm gonna have to go Kevin Durant.
So you're gonna leave Jokic up for me?
Yes, I want LeBron and KD.
Please, I'll take Jokic, man. That's nasty right there.
I want LeBron, KD.
Your team sounds like it'd be good back like 5 years ago.
No, sounds great right now as we speak. Are the injuries off?
Yes.
Like on 2K?
Yeah, we have all the simulations off. We're good. The
Okay,
sliders
if
are down.
injuries off, then yeah, come on. Like, who wants to play with the number 1 team? Come on, guy. Lock in code.
Okay, but Luka, Giannis, and Jokic. That's nasty.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have Braun and KD at your 3 and 4, I assume.
Yes.
Okay,
So, with my third pick,
that's great. Those are good.
I'm going to go Joel Embiid.
Good pick.
Let that man cook.
I get you, man. I get you. That's a good pick right there. Joel Embiid. I mean, him and Jokic.
I think
Jokic
Joel
does have the
Embiid is
number.
better than Jokic. I think that
MVP.
every time they play, don't say the MVP stuff. It's going to make me so mad. Because every time they play, Joel Embiid embarrasses him. Every time. Every time he tries to take his heart. So I'm going KD, LeBron, and Joel Embiid. Like, who wants to see that 3? Like,
Now, neither of us have taken a point guard.
no.
And
I was playing big ball like you
We
was.
could go Curry or, Ja.
Oh.
But either one of those 2, I'm okay with waiting on because that would be one of those two would be my next pick. But I think because I'm gonna run Luka at my 2, I'm running Giannis at my 4, I'm running Jokic at my 5. It would be very bad of me to not take Jason Tatum at my 3. Yes.
Ooh, I was thinking Jason Tatum. I thought he was gonna slide through.
That's why I had to take Tatum. Bro, all I need is a point guard, and I'm getting either Curry or Ja. I am so chilling right now. I'm so chilling.
It sounds good right now.
Oh, I think mine's better. I promise.
I don't know because,
I think you let your bias get ahead of you.
I did.
I don't think Braun would have been a round 1 pick near right now. No way.
I did. But it's okay. You know why? Because I'm bringing the robot. I want Kawhi Leonard.
You at your shooting guard?
At my shooting guard. My defense is gonna be amazing. Amazing. Like, think about it. LeBron at my 1, basically.
True.
I got Kawhi Leonard at my 2. I got Joel Embiid at my 5. And I got KD at my 4. Like, look how long and lengthy I am. You guys are not. You guys are not. And we can shoot, too.
Oh, but Luka can't? Tatum will. Giannis? Jokic?
First of all, Luka and Tatum are defensive liabilities. So you got 2 defensive. Jokic is a liability on defense end. You have 3 defensive liabilities, and you think you can compete with us? Well, we can play both ways.
I do.
Yeah.
I mean, who's the best
Cooper
shooter?
5
KD's the best shooter
on my team.
Yeah, that's it. I mean,
all of us can shoot though.
I mean, all of us can shoot. Giannis, maybe not so much. But
we sagging off that.
He gets to the half court line to the basket in like 3 steps. So
but
no matter.
That's because he plays against smaller guys too. I mean, our whole team is long, so
all right.
He's gonna have a battle with us.
My final pick, I can't pass it up. Steph Curry. I mean, I got a starting 5 of Steph, Luka, Jason Tatum, Giannis, and Jokic. Oh, you're kidding me.
My final pick is the Steph Curry killer. The guy from Oakland, California.
Okay.
The guy that raps when he feels like it.
It's a good pick.
The guy that has ice in his veins. I want the guy from Weber State. I want Damian Lillard as my point guard.
Bro,
Damian Lillard right now just had 71 points like 2 days ago. He can shoot. Is dominant. Never has any help on his team. You give him all these guys around him. He can play off the ball, so he don't need the ball. All the guys I pick can play off the ball. See, Kobe didn't realize it's only one ball out there. He picked Jason Tatum. He picked Luka. He picked Steph. And he picked Jokic. He picked all guys that need the ball in their hand to be effective. I picked guys that can play off the ball. That's why my team wins in 5.
I mean, Curry plays great off the ball.
Besides him, who else? Who's Luka's not? Look at what he's doing with Kyrie. No, look at what he's doing with Kyrie.
Now, I will say Luka, Giannis, and Jokic might be a little ball dominant.
They're very ball dominant. Very ball dominant. You think Luka's going to want to set some screens for Steph Curry? You think Giannis going to want to set some screens for Steph Curry? No, they need the ball in their hands. My guys,
they'll learn.
Spread out, Brian. Let them cook. My team wins in 6.
I don't think so. Are you serious?
Easily.
You're such a hater. Oh, you're such a hater.
Easily.
I mean, Luka's easily top 3 this season. Tatum's the best small forward in the league right now. Giannis is probably going to run it back. Jokic is probably going to run it back. Giannis has been like the second best player in the league. I mean,
you said no injuries is off.
What other than Damian Lillard's 71-point game has he really done though?
What do you mean? I mean, he's averaging like 31 points a game right now. What are we talking about?
It helps when you score 40 more than your average.
No, let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Yeah, it does.
He plays amazing. He's been playing amazing this whole season. Come on, Kobe. You know that too.
I think
my team.
I think Kawhi was a bad pick.
Why?
I get his defense, but really his offensive game is just not the whole way there.
His offensive game is still efficient. He's a defense. He can guard Luka, and my matchups are better. My matchups are extremely better.
I feel like
you have 4 defensive liabilities on the court. You have Luka, Jason Tatum, Jokic, and Steph Curry on the same court defensively. You have 4 defensive liabilities. I have no liabilities. C. Coop in 5.
All right. We'll let the people here at the station and the universe of Twitter decide. But just to recap everything that we just did from our top 5 quarterback picks, the top 5 from CJ, going from 1 to 5: Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, and Deshaun Watson. You still pretty confident on all this?
Yeah.
All right.
Deshaun Watson is up in the air, but
That's
I'm very confident right now.
Mine is too. My 5: Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence, Dak Prescott. I like it. I can't really. Now, you could definitely take out Dak.
Definitely.
I think Lamar sliding to the 4 was great for you, but I think Josh Allen sliding to 3 was also great for you.
Yeah, Josh Allen sliding that far is low-key crazy.
Mm-hmm. The top 3 running backs for CJ: Saquon Barkley, Nick Chubb, and Alvin Kamara. Love the pick right there. Christian McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, and Josh Jacobs for me. I think that's very even.
Very even.
Because
even by the play styles are very even.
CMC and Alvin are like
1A,
pretty much the
1B.
same player. Barkley can match up well with Derrick Henry. And, well, see, that's tough because you got Barkley and Chubb, and I only have Henry because Josh Jacobs is more of a
power back too. You got 2 power backs.
Power back. I don't know. Compared to what Derrick Henry.
But you also got to think about his carries and his attempts too.
True. It's
he
tough.
gets the ball a lot. So
that one's more in the air. But I think the wide receiver one's clear as day. I had Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, and Cooper Kupp, while you took Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill, and Stephon Diggs. I get that. Great choices.
I think that my offense will be better. I think the people on Twitter are going to say that. Like, if we all had to play an offensive game, I think my schemes fit perfectly.
Okay. No, I get that. But I think with how well Justin Jefferson is, with how great Jamar Chase is, those 2 right there, and the fact that we have Cooper Kupp wide, just, lining up in the slot, like, that's scary.
Yeah, it is scary. But when you have Tyreek Hill in the slot that a slot corner has to guard, with Devontae Adams the best route runner in the game, and then you have the number 2 route runner in the game, Stephon Diggs, I mean, DB is going to be up at night thinking all day.
And our top 5 in our starting lineup, first off, it was me. From point guard to center, I got Stephen Curry, Luka Doncic, Jason Tatum, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Nikola Jokic, and then for CJ, Damian Lillard, Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Joel Embiid.
C. Coop in 5.
Nah, I think this would be a great 7-game matchup, but I'm just being generous. I really think I'd take it at 6.
We have a lot of killers on our team, though.
Like, I don't. Have you seen Tatum playing? He's the number 1 team in the Eastern Conference. Giannis is 2. Luka is Luka. I don't even have to say. Curry's obviously injured right now.
I know you've seen what JV did to him. The Luka stopper. Whatever. The Luka stopper.
Whatever. We're going to put a poll out on Twitter, and we'll see what everyone has to say. We're definitely going to ask people around here as well. So, CJ, man, thank you for coming on as always.
Man, Coby, it's always a pleasure to be here. Just a couple shout-outs. Happy birthday to my grandma.
Yeah,
her birthday is today, and continuing to keep living life great.
How old?
And shout out moms.
I'm sorry.
Love you.
CJ, you don't even know your grandma's age.
Yeah, that's crazy.
As
a kid, they never tell us how old they are, so I just never ask. So
I get a cap. I don't know much. It's somewhere in the 80s. Love you, grandma. I love you, mama. I'm going to give you a call tonight, I promise. Man, just shout out everything going here at the station. We have so much good stuff, great content, and just even more coming in the future. I mean, we have a Game On giveaway coming up where you guys can get all these great prizes here on campus, March 25th, 3 to 8 p.m. in DD2 and 3. I mean, we have signed helmets from NFL players. You can get tickets at the Indians game. I mean, there's an Xbox. Who wouldn't want to walk away with an Xbox?
I would love it.
Coupons, gift cards, hoodies, T-shirts, everything and more from local restaurants. I mean, it's a lot of fun here. And, we're going to St. Louis in 2 days.
Yeah, this station is definitely amazing, and we all are a family here. So I'm so excited to continue to work with this station, and
Yes,
I can't wait for the future.
Absolutely. CJ, thank you one more time for coming on here. It was a great time, great choice. I think I was better, Coby and 6. But hey, until next time, everyone, stay tuned to all of our social media, especially our Twitter for everything sports related, with the MVC tournament coming up just on this Thursday as the Sycamores take on Evansville and the Purple Aces. Go Indiana State.
Let's go Sycamore.
Let's
Roll
go.
trees.
Let's go. Everything else, obviously, music, podcasts, you can find it on our website, WZIS-FM.org. For CJ, I've been the Coby Clark. Take care, everyone. Please have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much.